to 20 shots. That's just the way our team is structured. And, I thought last night was a great example of that offensively for him, and he was terrific tonight.
Yeah. JJ, I think it was before the game yesterday, we asked you kind of about the three-man data for LeBron, Austin, and...
Oh, I got all of it today. Max has been working on it for 2 weeks. Some really enlightening stuff.
What were you enlightened by? Anything you'd like to share?
No, but I will be sharing it with certain people.
The first quarter, obviously, tonight with Lucas struggling, like the numbers were what they were. The third quarter, again, kind of a slow start. But in the fourth quarter, it really seemed like those three really connected on a bunch of different stuff. And the numbers actually recently have been trending this week pretty positive for those three group.
I'll share it with you. When they're on the court together, we're the equivalent of the number 7 offense in the league. So yeah, the offense has not been the problem. The Ram 3, we got LeBron, a deep paint catch. He ends up scoring at the rim. We go back to it the next play. They try to overplay it. He gets the back cut for the layup. We go back to it the next play. First option's not there. Second option's not there. We get to the third option. Jackson gets a dunk. Like, that's how you have to walk a game down. Up 9, 5, 6 minutes to go. Just methodical, exhausting everything. Everything is live.
And those guys have only, I think, played 17 games now together. It's not a lot of basketball. When you saw the data, how much room is there, do you think, for that group to grow between now and whenever the season ends?
There's a lot of room to grow. There's a lot of room to grow, particularly just with, I think, understanding what works for us. That's the biggest thing, what works for us.
Kind of look like you, Geeta, flying through there and dunking like that.
Yeah, the Nerf hoop at home back in the day. Wasn't a great dunker in high school. Maybe one I slipped in there. 31 and 30. The threes, 15 in 2 games. He is 15-25 is pretty legit. Impressive. Austin Reaves with 30 points for the 4th time in his last 5 games. Let's go inside the locker room. He's with Brez.
So, Austin, you just did something that no one's ever done in Laker history. 15 threes in a 2-game span. What does it make you feel when you hear that?
It's special. LeBron throws me good passes, Luka throws me good passes, and I just shoot it. I just shoot them with confidence. That's really it, but it's special.
I mean, do you ever take a big picture view of things and say, hey, it's been a really good year for me?
Not really, to be honest. If we're not playing, I'm golfing, and the only thing I care about when I'm golfing is trying to shoot a low score. So I'm sure after the year it'll all set in. But right now I'm just focused on trying to win, and I got a really good teammate named Jerry Vanderbilt. He had a birthday yesterday, so I just wanted to say happy birthday to him. I love him. His family, they did a good job raising him.
You thought he was going to hit you with a towel a few seconds ago.
Yeah, we just got a love-hate relationship. I love him, and he just doesn't think too highly of me.
Let's talk.
You guys haven't played OKC since November. Obviously, you're a different team. They've won a ton of games since then. How do you view this 2-game set coming up?
It's a great test. They're obviously a really good team with probably the front runners for the MVP right now. So a team that plays really hard every possession, guards at a high level, and then on the other end they play with space. Like I said, Shea and does what he does. But it's a good test for us to match up with the number 1 team in the West and see where we're at right now and continue to try to prove that we're a good team too.
Austin, anything in particular you feel like that's led to the rhythm that you have on the perimeter right now? Just not just the made threes, but the sort of how easily it seems to be coming out of your hand. Is there anything that's contributed to that?
I don't think so. Just shooting with confidence, and it's obviously good when you see your first couple go in. Last night, had my first 2 going tonight, and then tonight I made my second one, and after that it's just language. We got kids watching, but it's just shooting with confidence.
Be humble. Don't be humble over there.
LeBron says, "Don't be humble."
Well, no. We see what you. Never mind. Yeah, LeBron's a good teammate.
Austin, there was a play in the fourth quarter where you kind of like scrambled for a loose ball. You had LeBron to your left, so you can get Luka to the right. Just in terms of like having a as an offensive player, how good is that?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Hell no. It's amazing. Two of the best players in the league, and then I chose to throw a low hook pass lob to a 40-year-old, and when I threw it, I didn't think it was a good idea, and then obviously continues to go get it. I told him on the bench I wish I played with him about 10 years ago, because I would have threw the craziest. I would have threw it every possession.
So it's a set him back 3 days.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Everybody gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
Last two. You heard.
He just said language. That's great.
Caught that one at the end there, didn't
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Fun interview, though. But Austin, listen, Rob, he's always kind of trying to deflect talking about his game. Whenever you want to ask him about his game, he just says, well, I just go play golf, and then I'm trying to win games. So, you know how competitive he is. We know that. And he is just playing great basketball. And listen, he said, I've guys get me the ball. Like you guys talked about it. You're open. When you got Luke and LeBron on your team, spotting up and getting wide open shots and knocking them down.
I think he's really starting to understand how great it is to play with two superstars, because it opened up so many different things for you. Now, of course, you have to play hard in each other night, but you don't have to play that hard on the offensive end. Efficiency of movement is the best thing to do on the offensive end. You don't have to work that hard. When he's working hard, exerting a lot of energy, he usually takes a bad shot because he feels like, oh, I did all these moves, I got to get a shot up. But lately, man, he's been under control. He's been doing exactly what he needs to do to score. He's been finding people, and the efficiency has been up because he's not exerting a lot of energy. He's been smart with his movements. He's getting to his spots. He's knocking down Jays. And he's feeling good. You can tell he's feeling good because you see how laid back he was in that chair?
Chilling.
He was just laid back. I ain't gonna say like a dead fly, but he was laid back like a dead fly fish.
If you know, you know. I wanted to add to that too. Like, LeBron and AD were also a great combination. Like two great players that he's played with, but it's so different in terms of just like the floor, the spacing is different, the ball and player movement's a little different when Luka is the player next to LeBron compared to AD. There were many nights we would talk about not just the difference in three-point field goals made, the margin between how many the opponents made, how many the Lakers made. Some of it was just a byproduct of not shooting enough, which sometimes was the byproduct of AD and LeBron being the duo. When it's Luka and LeBron, the three-point field goal attempts are up higher. That means there's more floor spacing. There's more drive and kick opportunities for perimeter players. And so Austin is benefiting from that adjustment, in a sense, to playing with a different all-NBA type of player. And he's taking advantage of it at a high level.
Yeah, well said, guys. More to come on Access. Luka and the Lakers bounce back with a win over the short-handed Pelicans, 124-108, the final score. We're back with more.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn câu tượng. Tượng hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là sao vàng. Các bạn ơi, tượng của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là cải trắng. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu thôi. May quá nhà em còn được em, như anh bảo em nết kém. May quá nhà em còn được em không đố một tầng đầu nữa. Nó có được cái ghê gớm như cái lũ của chị nhà em thì vứt. Còn em ấy, con chị em thì vứt. Còn con chị đầu nó ngu quá rồi không chịu được.
Những người này hay ăn phận có người ta nó thường nó suy nghĩ nó chậm hơn. Những người trải qua nhiều
cho cả nhà, bảo cho cả bên các bác nhà em á, ai cũng biết nhưng mà không một ai đi thăm. Xong đến lúc bảo, lúc trách mẹ em trách là không có một bác nào đi thăm á, thì lại bảo là không ai biết gì, đi đẻ không ai biết gì. Đến bây giờ nhà bác em có dâu đẻ đấy, em cũng trả sang, em trả sang để sân giải tháng mà em trả sang hôm nào em cũng đi làm, em chả biết gì. Ông chị em bảo là con chị đầu với em ấy, nó bảo là sang chơi một cái, người ta soi người ta lại nói lúc mình thì ai sang. Mẹ em cũng bảo em sang nhưng mà em không thích, em ghét đến cùng. Nhìn nữa, lúc mà chị em có đẻ nhìn cái phòng của nó, nhìn những cái miếu hoang nó chả ai ra vào đó.
Thế mà người này quá thế.
Mai em có chồng em có đẻ em không cần luôn, chả phải việc. Mà em cũng không hay nghĩ gì đâu, em cũng chả thủ sâu đâu, toàn thủ những cái chuyện của người ta thì việc thủ cái chuyện của mình không quên, hay quên lắm. Còn hết màu xanh nhá, cái đấy là màu đỏ à? Mà tính em nó bị làm sao, tính em nó bị cục sốc, em không